welcome to On the Prowl with the sports staff. I'm Eric, this is Kevin and Shayan, and we're going to guide you through this weekend in sports on Princeton. So for the big story of the weekend, the women's basketball team swept the weekend, and now they are 3-time Ivy champions in a row. Shayan, what did you see from those games, and who was the biggest star of the weekend?
Lauren Edwards was obviously the biggest star. She had 29 points on Saturday. For most of the year, she's kind of been like second behind Naveen Rashid, but this weekend she kind of broke out and had big games.
And Kevin, you were at one of those games. What did you see from her, and what did you see from the team that made them so successful?
One of the things that Edwards brings to this team is three-point shooting. She's probably the best pure shooter on the team. She was, I think, 7 for 10 or something crazy in the Saturday's game when she scored 29 points. That's something this team's really going to need from her because they don't have a whole lot of other players to space the floor as consistently as she does.
Yeah, and so the women will see time in the tournament, so look forward to that, and check out our articles on Sunday and on Monday during the week. On the men's side, the team lost to Harvard, effectively ruining their chances at a second title. Kevin, what did you see from that game? Or I guess it was at Harvard, so we didn't get a chance to look at it. But what did you take away from that game?
And just following, Princeton was leading for a lot of the first half and a lot of the second half, which I think surprised me and a lot of people that came into the game as a double-digit underdog. Even after the win here at Jadwin Gymnasium, Harvard entered that game with the second longest home win streak, which Penn actually ruined last night. But yeah, so I'm really sort of impressed with the way Princeton was able to play Harvard, the league's best team, and stay in that game.
So Princeton followed that up with a dominant win over Dartmouth yesterday. But they are 2 games behind Harvard and 1 game behind both Yale and Penn, and so...
Two games behind Penn now.
2 games behind Penn.
Yeah, Penn and Harvard are now tied for the Ivy League lead.
So I believe it's technically possible, but it's quite unlikely for them to finish. Also this week we've got men's lax and women's lacrosse coverage. The season started for both those teams, and they both had rousing victories. Tom Schreiber of the men's lacrosse team, will have a profile on him on Thursday. He had 7 points over the weekend. And anything else you guys want to add?
We just got word a little bit ago, I guess it'll be longer ago by the time you see this, but the men's track team just won, men's track and field team just won the indoor HEPS title for a 2nd year in a row. So congratulations to them. It's now 7 Ivy League titles for Princeton teams this year.
7 titles. Last year we had how many?
15.
15 titles. So halfway through the year, halfway to 15, maybe a little less. We'll see if we get there with the seasons coming up. That's enough for us. You've been on the prowl.